Snow in Omaha yesterday seriously slowed down people trying to make it home for Christmas. Emergency crews say they responded to more than 30 car accidents by 11 a.m. yesterday. And get this, 7 inches of snow fell in Omaha yesterday. Most of it came before noon. It was enough to break the previous daily record set back in 1945. Wow, we've got more snowfall on the way for some areas here in the Midwest, and even areas that, well, not necessarily strangers to snow, but don't see a whole lot of it. Note the temperatures, though. We're talking Christmas warmth here. And even though 28 degrees in Des Moines doesn't feel warm to folks in the east right now, hey, it's still going to be above your average high temperatures as we get through the afternoon, as much as 5 degrees above average. Chicago heading for 42. That's about 10 degrees above average. Indianapolis and Cincinnati there in the 50s. More holiday travel will be hampered by rainfall tomorrow. Chicago, St. Louis, Cincinnati, all under the gun for more of this rain, and we could see some flash flood threats there with heavy rain coming around St. Louis lasting into Sunday. By the time we get into Sunday, Kansas City might see a little bit of snowfall instead of rain.
Yeah, we look at the winter weather, and we do know it's been very hard to find across parts of the east as well as the Midwest. Well, there's some good news if you were hoping for some snow. It's all coming from Winter Storm Goliath, and Goliath is going to be trekking all across parts of the country. And as we show you for parts of the upper Midwest, in the plains, we already have winter storm warnings in effect, and these are going to go through Saturday evening. Some of those may even go a little bit longer. Winter weather advisory, and this is because we're going to be looking at several inches of snowfall. Some of these locations are going to be 7 inches. Sioux Falls looks like 6 for you. And then we look at parts of Chamberlain. As we looked at the radar, we do know that it's starting to pick up a little bit, but certainly going to pick up intensity as we go later into the day. We're going to time this out. This is Friday at 6 o'clock. Rapid City, Sioux Falls, you all are dealing with some of the snow. Now, if you notice, those winds are going to be coming in, and you can see where the circulation is. With that area low pressure, the cold air on the backside, and that is what's going to be producing the snow around, the winds coming in from the north. It's going to be windy at times, too. No, you're not going to be dealing with a blizzard condition like parts of Texas, but this is Saturday. This is at 10 a.m., and then we go throughout the afternoon. We'll start to see some clearing from west to east, but even with sunshine coming, you're going to struggle to make it out of the single digits. Look at that, 4 degrees, 18 for Minneapolis, and 13 for high in Sioux Falls. The winds coming in from the north, and then notice even for Des Moines and Omaha, you're back down to the 30s as well as even into the 20s, and then we're not done with just yet. Another round comes through, because what we're really going to be looking at is really kind of 3 pieces of energy as we go all the way through Monday, bringing the snowfall with Goliath. Here's Tuesday, 9 o'clock, and more snow trying to work in. But again, that's going to be on the tail end, but a lot of the energy is going to be over to the east. Nick.
You know, when you said blizzard conditions in Texas, a lot of Texans,
I know, people are like,
ears
what,
went
today?
up. Yeah, Texans don't like blizzard conditions.
No.
That's a bad word. But we could see some even around places like Amarillo. Amarillo, no stranger to snow in December. In fact, in 2000, you had 21 inches, over 20 inches in 1918, and 15 inches in 1987. Not much so far this December, about 2.3 inches. But look at that. We could equal or exceed our entire month's record snowfall in just one storm. 20 inches out of Winter Storm Goliath. We have blizzard watches up for the area. Blowing snow is going to mean tough travel conditions come this weekend. We're going to find more of that winter weather on into portions of Oklahoma where winter storm watches are in effect. And look at the winds we're talking about. 35, 40 mile per hour winds here as this area of low pressure really deepens. And with that snow and blowing snow here around West Texas and the Panhandle, a lot of folks traveling and trying to get home after Christmas are going to be in a bind. Also in a bind will be folks in western Oklahoma. This because of icy conditions. Could see some significant icing there along Interstate 40 all the way down toward Lawton and even toward the Wichita Falls area. So this is going to be tough. And look at the difference in snowfall amounts. 1 inches here in Guthrie, Oklahoma City, Lawton, as much as a foot back toward areas of the west.
The snow is really going to be what's causing the area big problems. Well, something rare happened in Northern California yesterday. A tornado. We'll talk more about this rare December outbreak yesterday.